Hi everyone, so here we go, another month that has gone away. It needs to stop because in like 3 months I'm gonna be 20, and I said that out loud for the first time 3 days ago, and I kind of freaked out inside because 20, like, that's such a year. Okay, so for the month of March I didn't have that many favorites as I thought I would have. I only have 2 makeup products, 1 skincare stuff, a few hair stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to get started and show you guys what I was loving this month. Alright, so the first thing I was loving this month is this Maybelline Master Highlight in Light Bronze. It's a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush all put together. It looks like that, and then when you just swirl it all around, it becomes a really pretty light bronze color. And it's so pretty because it's just a super light bronze pinky color on your cheeks. And then the highlighter, it does a marvelous job in reflecting the light, so you really look like you're glowing. And this has been amazing for the month of March because I didn't really want too much pinky stuff since it's not really spring and it's not really winter, it's kind of just March. So I decided to just go for this practically every day. And it's just been amazing, and people have been like, wow, you're so glowing. I'm like, thanks. It's this beauty thing. So another makeup item that I have been wearing every day has been this NYX Wonder Pencil in, I believe I have the color light. I have the color light 01, so the lightest shade. Every time I wear makeup on my face, I'm wearing this. I kind of put it on today, but not really. You can't really see it because I have like a black eyeliner eyeshadow thing going on my eyes. But this is awesome. If you guys haven't used this, you need to. Because, well, first of all, I don't like this for anything else but my waterline. As a concealer, it sucks. As a blemish hider thing, it sucks. What else is it supposed to do? It's supposed to be a reverse lip liner as well. I haven't really tried it for that because I like my lip liners to be clear or transparent, whatever. And yeah, so this works amazing on your waterline and it stays. I've worn this maybe the whole day, and then by the time I get home, it's still on my eyes. And it just does a good job in just making your eyes pop and beautiful, and just, I love it so much. Alright, so I love you. And it's not that expensive either since it is NYX. I think it was like $4. So in the last week of February, I ran out of my facial moisturizer that I would use every day. It was the Olay Fresh Effects Satin one. It was amazing, but I ran out of it. So then I decided to just go into my sample hoard box, and I pulled out this Origins Plantscription Anti-Aging Cream. It has an SPF 25. So this, you're only supposed to put it in the morning, or that's what the label says, apply in the AM. So I've been doing that, and the first time I put this on, I usually put a lot of moisturizer. I don't know why, don't ask me why, because I pump it, I'm like, psh, good to go, goodbye. Trial and error, I put too much the first time. This is the best way I can describe this. It is a sunscreen moisturizer for your face. It smells like sunscreen, and you guys know I love the smell of sunscreen. It smells so good. So the first time I put it on, I put a bunch and my face was just like, what did I do? But it smelled so good, so I didn't take it off because I love the smell of it. So throughout the whole day, I smelled sunscreen, and I had to go to work after I applied this, and I made my coworker smell my face because I was like, smell it, it smells like sunscreen. Now that I know how to use it, it's amazing for your face. It doesn't dry out throughout the day. You don't get oily. I can't even describe it because it's that awesome. Oh my god. If it wasn't that expensive, I think it's pretty expensive because Origins is pretty expensive. If it wasn't that expensive, I would so buy this just because I love the smell of it, and it works. It's really, really good, especially here in Miami where it's freaking hot every day and there's sun shining most of the time. It's amazing. I can't even. My next favorite is this Japanese Cherry Blossom Spray from Bath & Body Works. It's kind of old. as you can tell from the packaging. I have been applying this every day of March. I'm not even kidding. Every day that I went somewhere, I had this on. And I also have the hand sanitizer, but oh my god, this just smells so good. And with my body chemistry, and maybe it's because it's a little bit old too, it changes up the smell and it just becomes a warm Japanese cherry blossom scent, and I fell in love with it. It's so good. I'll probably keep putting this on until it goes away. Alright, so moving on to my hair favorites. I have two hair favorites, and these two things I am kind of obsessed with. The first thing I got end of March, but it only took one use for me. Well, both of these took one use for me to just fall in love with. And the first thing is this Caviar CC Cream for your hair. Come on. It's a 10-in-1 complete correction leave-in hair protector, and I've only used it on my dry hair. You're actually supposed to use it, well, the main purpose is to use it on wet hair or damp hair. I haven't done that, but on dry hair, oh my lord, this is amazing. I can't even, it's just awesome. Like, okay, you know when you dry your hair and you straighten it and it still looks kind of, it's nice, but it still looks kind of not put together? This puts it together. Like, you only put a little bit on your hands and then you just go like that to your hair, you do put it everywhere, and then you look back in the mirror and you're like, yes, thank you. Okay, so my next favorite is this one and only Argan Oil Hydrating Mask, and this is awesome. Like, this is the best mask I've ever used in my life. And I'm not even saying that just to say it. Like, I honestly believe this is the best mask I've ever used in my life. So I decided to pick this up, I believe, like 4 months ago, and I just stored it away because I had other stuff to do and use. And I took this out in the beginning of March, like the first week of March, because my hair did feel a little bit drier and it was just not cooperating how I wanted it to be. And I put this on, whatever, you're supposed to leave it on your hair for 5 to 10 minutes in the shower. And once I rinsed it, I knew my hair was not the same. As soon as I saw myself, my hair looked so much shinier. It was so much shinier. I couldn't believe it. Oh my god, this is amazing. Like, and it was, I believe, $1 or around there at Sally's. It's like their sample packet. I am definitely buying their bigger version or their full thing because it was so good. Like, you don't even understand how good that was. If you guys are suffering from dryish, unworkable hair, you need to get this. So my next favorite is this journal thing. It says prayer journal. I don't know why, because there's nothing to pray about in here. But I got this at Walmart. I believe it was like $4 to $5. And this has been a lifesaver. I have been jotting down everything I need for YouTube. Like all my notes, all my ideas, all the videos I've been tagged in and I need to do. It's all been in here. And it's just what I wanted. I wanted something hard and kind of big, but not too big and not too small. And then I love the paper in here. Like, the lines are just how I want it to be. Not too fat, not too skinny. And it's been amazing for me. I have been really, really, really loving this. I write on it almost every night. And whenever I'm watching videos, I just jot down notes and stuff. And then it's just amazing. I love it so much. My last tangible favorite is this Tazo Pumpkin Spice Chai Latte Concentrate thing. I got this at Target maybe January, like very, very early, mid-January. And I tried it out and I hated it. It was so bad. I tried it with milk. I didn't like it. I tried it by itself. Definitely didn't like it. And it was just a fail for me. So I just put it to the back of my fridge and forgot about it. And then during the month of March, I was kind of craving a pumpkin spice latte. And I couldn't do that because we're not in November anymore. So I reached back to this and I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm just going to put this in my coffee and see if it's any good. If not, then I'll just throw it away and make another cup of coffee. I put this in with my creme brulee, I think it's Coffee Mate liquid creamer, and it was delicious. It tasted just like a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, but kind of homemade. I love this so much. And it transforms your coffee. You only need a little bit. I only put a little bit because I don't want it to be too strong because, you know, we're in March, almost April. So yeah, this is really yummy in your coffee. Don't do it with milk because it's not that good. Alright, so moving on to TV shows. I have been loving Game of Thrones. I started watching it in the beginning of March because I wanted to catch, or mid-March, because I wanted to catch up to what the new season is going to be. It's going to start, I think, April 16, and I'm really excited about this now. I love that show. It's amazing. It is kind of really strong for the normal viewer. You have to keep in mind that this is medieval times. They tried to capture exactly everything bad about it. That's what I think of. Almost every episode has naked girls. Someone gets their limbs chopped off, head, fingers, arms, legs, anything gets chopped off in at least one episode. And yeah, alright, so you guys might make fun of me, but I don't care, because the soundtrack I have been listening over and over again in this month has been the Frozen soundtrack. I can't stop. I just listen to Frozen whenever I'm in my house, bored, cleaning up, or doing anything. I listen to Frozen. At my job, I play Frozen. And I have also been listening to #Selfie, or just Selfie. It's by, I believe, the Chainsmokers. If you haven't heard it, you're not living, because it is playing everywhere in Miami right now. I think Selfie is such a funny song. When you hear the lyrics, it's so funny. People who think that it's so serious and whatever need to go get a life, because it's not serious at all. They're just making fun of the common girl. Those were all my favorites for the month of March. So I hope you guys liked this video. Please subscribe to me if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!